Hello everyone. Today let's continue to do this number 13, the figure. So after we did this application layer landscape drawing, now this view is putting the corporate data center infrastructure in under the spot, and we will focus on this technology layer to do this infrastructure, the modeling. Because we don't have too much the technologies components before. We did the production process, technical process, and physical process. So let's duplicate from our default view and drag this into the transformation overview and rename that to figure 13 corporate. So we did like this. Let's create a folder to see is the corp data center. Just call that DC. And we're starting to build something. Let's examine is whether we have those database service, language service. So we can you can search on the service. Then it's coming to here, but quickly as we can see in the technology layer, we don't have such kind of service. Then that's safe is we are creating the new service here. So technology service. My recommendation is the behavior is try to do the modeling layer by layer or the type by type. Even within the same layer is if we see we have several technology service, let's do this service first to ensure is we model all the service. Then we go to another type. Then here we have a function. So we know if we have a network service, we will realize this network service through the authentication and the authorization. That is kind of the technology, the function. So here, so then we can start to connect these things here. Then we assign this authentication authorization function to the distributed server. This server is already the physical components we use node. So here you see if you point this relation is too long, so remember our tip is click this three dot and uncheck relation. Then it's not bother you too much. Then it's starting to have our node. So also before we do that is let's see, do we have any servers? No. That is the one step ensure is we don't create a duplication. We have distribution servers, and this server has the assign with this authentication authorization, the function. Then within this server, we actually have two system software. One is the database management service. Another is the operating system. So that's the quite normal the modeling. So that gave you an idea is this is a database server. So we put that inside and will be the composition. So that's fine. We have this one. And this distribution server will connect to the backend server. So we put this mainframe. Even we can double check is do we have any existing mainframe? No. Then it's quite safe. We have the mainframe. And this mainframe is press shift, then mainframe has realized multiple technology service. Then within this mainframe is not like the server is in the mainframe terminology. They are the partition, partition to the different compute. So we have partition 1, partition 2. So for mainframe is big enough, so we still use the node to model this partition. So we have to making that bigger to ensure it's enough size we can put over later the components there. So before we break it down, so now you know your two partitions locate or inside in your mainframe. Then this we need to connect your mainframe with the distribution server. So for that is we use this communication network. So that is this one. We call this LAN. You can read the case study. Actually, is we also have one, but since we only focus on the this kind of the data center, so is we just use the LAN. So associate LAN to both server, then you connect them into the same network. Then similarly, is we also have a DBMS. So that is the tricky thing is if we think is our DBMS is just one same DBMS, we can put that this single one. But is if not, is you can use the different duplicate. So let me use the same one. So you can press this one and can press Control C, and from here is use the paste special. So do the paste special. You don't have making this the existing relation is coming. So paste the special, putting that inside. But when we analyze this, let's see from the visualize, click the DBMS, then you can see actually it's belong to 3 components already. So that is the thing is you don't use this unnecessary the existing relation to bother you. Then similarly is we have the message service here using the still message queue. So putting that inside one, compose, Control C. Oh, that is I'm doing wrong. So I cannot do the Control V directly. So let's remove that from model. Control C, then is putting here is a right click. Because if you Control V is paste, then they do create a duplication. But we need to paste the special, means Control Shift V. Then we create our same the instance, different instance to the same the element. That's similarly is we need to create one hardware device, but this one is should be different. So let's put that into the device. So hardware device 1, and duplicate that is this one. I put 2. So then I move this here, move this here, and it's they are not conflict each other. Select these 3 and make the align. That's make your view is looks more nice. So here, then update your dates. So to the today's dates, and that's it for this figure 13. Thank you for watching. Talk later.